I want to. You're right. This is an exciting day. You know, I got here early. I was supposed to wrestle. I see. You know, they don't have my name on the list.
No, it's not.
They had me down against Pat Hutchison. Now you and I know you could beat Pat Hutchison, couldn't you, Lance?
Hey, come on.
So I got dressed, and Eddie Marlin says, "You're wrestling Pat Hutchison?" I said, "Scratch me off the list, Eddie. It's no use me even wasting my time." But I would like, before I leave today, I would like to have the opportunity to shake hands with Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion.
You haven't met Rick before?
Oh, I just said I would like to shake hands with Ric Flair.
I see.
He's supposed to wrestle now. If you could go ahead and ring the bell, maybe I could just stay out here. And,
okay, let me get around here, and we'll tap the bell, and we'll get the champion out of here. Because he is, as a matter of fact, coming up in the next bout. He's going against young Rick McCord, and it'll be our first look at him.
He's obviously great, isn't he? I mean, you know, he sounded like he's full of confidence.
He is full of confidence.
He is
no question about it.
And there he is, right here.
Here he comes. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair. Rick, can we get you before you... Rick, can I get you to come over here just a moment?
Do you mind if I just want to talk to you for just a second, wish you well on your match, shake hands, and this kind of thing? If you don't mind.
Rick,
Okay. Plenty of time for that.
Okay, and I think, obviously, these two gentlemen know each other, the Southern Heavyweight Champion, Jerry Lawler, and Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion.
Welcome you to this area.
What was the name?
Come on. You know me as well as you know, well, you don't know Lance, but you know, we've wrestled on a lot of cards in Florida just a couple of weeks ago. Jerry Lawler, you know that. Right? I mean, you know, I understand completely. Look, he's got that little devilish smile there. I know Rick very well.
I agreed to come to Memphis, Tennessee because the world champion should give everyone an opportunity to see big-time professional wrestling at its best. But Jerry Lawler, I believe they call him the king over here in Memphis, is not going to take up any time of the world champion. I see there's a lot of women in this audience over there that are dying for me to slide out of the $7,000 robe. And Mr. Lawler, when I get through with, what's his name?
Rick McCord.
When I get through with Mr. McCord, I'll be back. How's that sound?
let me say this now. It's all, you know, it's plain to see that you are here for one reason, and that is to impress all of these pretty women that you see sitting in the audience, and there are some pretty ones. You know, I heard you say that you had heard a lot about this area, about, you know, that maybe it's all rednecks and that kind of thing down here, but I think you can see from the people here that you were misinformed. And you want to, being the world champion that you are, undoubtedly, as you said earlier, the greatest wrestler in the world today. Is that right? Well, okay, what you need to do here...
I couldn't have said that better myself.
Okay,
Thank you,
fine.
sir.
Oh, hey, you won't get any arguments from me. You know, what you want to do is look as good as possible. This is the first time that you've been on this TV in this area.
Right.
You want to impress these people. You want to look as good as possible today in front of this thousands of people that are watching. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Rick McCord. Now, I like Rick McCord, and this is no offense to Rick at all, but Rick is a young wrestler. He's fairly inexperienced, and I think it's safe to say that Rick has never won a match here on this television. Am I correct?
I don't remember it if he did.
I'm not saying that as a knock to Rick. I'm saying it because the man is inexperienced. Now, were a man of your caliber to go in the ring there, you being the world heavyweight champion, were you to go in there and beat Ric Flair, and beat Rick McCord, you really aren't going to impress anybody. I mean, when you step in the ring, you wouldn't be able to walk in that audience and get one person to say that man has a chance against you.
You know, you and I just aren't communicating on the same level. You see, these people are here. I could go in there and wrestle a broom. They're here to see Ric Flair. Now, I'm telling you, I gave Memphis a little credit. Memphis has shown me a little bit more than I thought ever possible in the city of Memphis, Tennessee. But you don't seem to understand, these people over here have come to see me against anybody. It could be you. It could be, who's the little guy with the dark hair? What's his name? What do they call him?
Bill Dundee.
Bill Dundee. It could be anybody. Ric Flair The greatest. Ric Flair, the legend. Ric Flair, your world champion, and all these people out here, world champion. So, makes no difference. You want me to wrestle somebody else? Give me somebody else. Competition is all secondary next to Ric Flair.
Rick, excuse me just one more second. You just said the magic words there. If you are the world heavyweight champion, there's no doubt in anybody's mind. You wear the gold, you're the greatest wrestler in the world today, so like you said, it shouldn't matter who you wrestle. Nobody's in your caliber, right? Well, why don't we let Rick go on back to the dressing room, and I had a match scheduled very similar to this man right here. If you don't mind, why don't you and I go in the ring? Now listen, like I said, no, wait. Listen, wait a minute, Rick.
I think the folks like that.
It's obvious to you that even I'm not in your caliber. Nobody in this area is in your caliber. So when you beat me, you're going to impress these people. They will be impressed when you beat Jerry Lawler right in that ring right there.
You want to wrestle the world champion?
Don't you think anybody wants to wrestle the world champion?
Hey.
It's an honor for me, Rick. I would love to wrestle. It would be...
What kind of a time limit do we have in these matches?
10 minutes. One fall, 10 minutes time limit.
You want 10 minutes of my time?
I would love it. Is that all right with you?
Non-title, get in the ring, brother.
Wait a minute.
Ric Flair has said he will go on a non-title, one fall, 10-minute time limit bout.
Let me ask you one more thing. I realize I'm taking a lot of your time here, and it's very valuable, precious time, but since I or Rick McCord up there, and nobody in this area is in the same caliber of wrestler as you, and that's true because you are the one and only world champion. Since we've only got 10 minutes, why don't we really make this interesting? Why don't we make everybody out there at home excited, all of these people really excited, make this the most interesting and exciting show that there's ever been on wrestling, and put the world title up for just the 10 minutes. No big deal. You probably beat me in 30 seconds.
You're
the world champion.
You wouldn't be putting a little of that country jive on me now, would you?
No. You know, Lance, would I jive the world
champion never puts his title on TV. Number one, I don't make $500,000 a year. I don't fly around in a big jet defending that title on local TV programs. You understand?
I guess.
But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Because you're a big deal around here. Because I even saw you on TV the other night. Boy, you were a real big deal the other night. Tell you what I'm going to do for you, what I'm going to do for you, and I'm going to do for Memphis. Because I think it's long overdue. You get in that ring, the belt will be on the line, and I'm going to pull you through your hoop, Daddy.
You heard it right there. Ric Flair said he would put the title on the line.
For 10 minutes, the World Heavyweight Championship is at stake in this ring, right?
That's what the man said. I didn't know you could have a 10-minute championship match. But Ric Flair has... So Rick McCord steps out. Okay, Dave, how about the official entrance? Whoa, how about this? All right.
Introducing the challenger from Memphis, Tennessee at 228 pounds, Jerry the King Lawler, and the champion from Minneapolis, Minnesota, 240 pounds, Ric Flair. This is a world championship match, one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Well, I'll tell you, Davey, we have often said that on championship wrestling, where the unexpected can be expected, it happened today. Okay, we'll get it clear. One more comment from Rick before we get it underway here. Yeah, Rick.